Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my crafting room. Deborah here with the latest mini album headed for my Etsy shop. We have a 6.5 by 6.5 by 2.5 inch spine. Had a lot of leftover 6 by 6 and a few 12 by 12, so we decided to make this our third mini album. If you want to see the other two, they're in my YouTube videos. We started out with a blank page like the one here on the back, and we layered some cutouts and some paper from the paper collection. I fussy cut some of the flowers out from the front page, and then another one, and we posted this one on top with some pop dots. Give it a little elevation, a little interest, you know, to the front page. One of my butterflies that I cut out from my Spellbinders die. Shape Abilities number S4, S4395. Les Papillons 2, number 4. Comes with 2 butterflies, a front and a back, a front and a back. So we used these 2 here. The cover that I use for the spine, I have to dig this out of my cabinet. I get this from Joann Fabric, and last year they were trying to get rid of all of their stock, so I grabbed a bunch. Some of you might recognize this paper collection from Die Cuts with a View. You get five sheets in each package, and this one has the alligator or crocodile pattern to it. I like the darker colors, but just in case we do an album of a bunch of different colors. We got a bunch of different packages. They were almost giving this stuff away. It was $1.99 when I bought them. So we have all kinds. Some have a little bling on them. Some look like corrugated paper. Some really nice patterns. Like this one, it's got a lot of glimmer to it. The cork one, I haven't found a use for the cork one, because this one, sorry for the glare and all, but this one's very flimsy. So we used our border punch from Martha Stewart. Looks like a little lace pattern. Don't know what the name of it is. I did not write it down. So we did that along the edge, here and there throughout the book also. We used well, let me go around to the back. Not a lot going on the back, just cut out a couple of the stamps, glued them into the corner. The spine, we did a little tassel. The ring is from Tim Holtz. I'm pretty sure everybody by now has bought that. You know, that seems like the only ring I can locate. So we have a bunch of ribbon, My blue-green comes from American Crafts. You buy a bag full, I think there's like 12 at Michael's. Each roll like has 4 feet on it. Some eyelash trim. Mine was white. Came in a package from Joann Fabric. So I just dug out some of my spray colors, my Bo Bunny blue, Perfect Pearls had a couple of colors that I mixed together. My Tattered Angels green I mixed with the blue to try to lessen the really dark color of the blue. Oh, I had a bunch of beads and chain in my stash, so we have a few different, couple different kinds of chain. Have a little bling. So we did a bunch of beads. One has a dog paw on it, and then I have one in here. There's a little dog house somewhere in here. Oh, there it is. There's a little dog house. Looks like it has a little dog sitting on it. And then some just some colored beads in there too. This one says "Made with Love" and "Just for You." So that hangs on one of the chains. The bead caps. Let's see. My bead caps I get from Joann Fabric. 99 cents for a package of 4. The mini album is closed with a ribbon from Celebrate It, and I pretty much get my ribbons from Michael's. The plain silk ribbons. Things that are more lacy, I get those from Joann. From Joann's. Inside we have 5 pages glued to the spine. So including the front and back covers, you will have 7. Each of the 5 has a pull-out. Each of the 5 has a flip on the back and 2 flips on the front. Inside the front cover, we fussy cut along the edges from the front page, glued the edges so we would have a place to tuck some pictures. These are the postcards. There's a few of them that I still had in the paper collection, so great place for journaling. We just fold it in half and we tuck it into a few places in the book. And a little pocket with a tag. If you unglue the back and then you fold it out, it'll make a pocket that's twice as big. We just tuck this in here so the recipient can put the pocket wherever it is they'd like to in the book. Some of the cards that came in the paper collection, we just use those to cover some of the areas. I have a picture around here somewhere. I trimmed a picture of my Cleo and Otis. It's like 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, I think. 3 3/4? Yeah. So it will fit nicely on the page. We have room in the middle to put the paper this way, the picture this way. And then if you have pictures that are lengthwise, then they will fit here. So we have pictures on the outside and blank on the inside for the recipient to put pictures of her fur baby. Primarily, we made this for folks who have dogs. I still have a bunch of the cards and paper that I could put together for folks who have cats too. So that will be a project that's down the road. Each of the 2 flaps in the front have magnets, and these magnets are the strongest magnets ever. I get mine from it's either eBay or Etsy. I buy the package by 50, and I believe these are the 1/16. I prefer the 1/32, but these these magnets, oh my gosh, they are super strong. They actually will magnet 2 pages together. They're that strong. You can buy the magnets at places like Amazon or scrapbook.com. I think scrapbook.com is where I first started buying my magnets. When I started going through so many, that's when I found eBay or Etsy. And these last me for quite some time. I can't remember the last time I bought magnets. Okay, so that is considered page number 2. And the pull out, we did a edge punch. This one is called double scallop, and I've used this one before. I just punch out using the center part and then cut straight across from this side to this side. And from Cleo's album, I had some leftover glittery paws, so we gave each one of these a glittery paw too. Paw print. When you are deciding that you're going to have pull-outs, take into consideration how far your pages extend out toward the end of your book, because you'll want to back it up maybe a ½ inch. Mine have come very close to the edge. It was not what I was thinking about in the beginning. So when I did my punch, I made sure that it did not stick out so far. You can still see it. You can still grab a hold of it. It does not really stick out very much past the edge, so I'm okay with that. That still looks okay for me. So page 1, page 2, this is page 3. Hang on a second, I'm losing track of myself here. This is the flip out to the back of page 2. Each page has the 2 in the front, and they have 1 that's in the back. The back of page 2 has a postcard, another place for journaling, just tucked right into the pocket, and a little tag with some lines around the back from one of my stamps that I use in my journal. It has the little boxes, and then it has the line. So I just didn't ink the boxes, I just inked the lines. So that's a little place for writing. And places for pictures. So this is page 3. The 2 in the front. We put a couple of stamps here. We just glued the bottom so that if you put a picture on this side, a smaller picture, then you can tuck it behind the stamps, and then the stamps and the picture will look really cute together. The scalloped edge punch we used on the edges of the flips. And places for pictures on the inside. And we had some little pieces for making little banners, and we popped this one up on a pop dot. A little extra something to look at on the page, on the pocket. I make these tags out of various size, tags. Various size pieces of paper. Because when I made this, being my third album, my pockets range in size, so we were making tags of different sizes, and I thought, I'd like to sell these on my Etsy shop, so that is in the works. And pull out with the glittery paw print. When I started cutting these, we lined them up so that the first one, and then the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one, and then the fifth one would start again back here. So they would be one after the other and would look nice. For the last week I have been eating cough drops, and my nose has been giving me fits. Right about now I'm wishing I had another cough drop, just because my throat's so dry. So so we have page 1, 2, flip, right? 1, 2, 3, yes. So that is page 3, also with a magnet, and we flip on the back. Page 4. And this is a pocket. Put a little home is where my dog is, and a little tag. They don't have to fold this way. You can go the other way, depending on which piece of paper you like better. And paw print. And the flip that attaches to the back. And this pocket also, not pocket, this page also has the stamps that are glued on the bottom. Or you could just put a picture right over the whole top of it if you didn't want to put it behind the stamps. It doesn't have to be a picture. It could be some nice, something printed off the computer, some nice words, a little journaling. Maybe a dog poem, printed off on the computer on some nice paper. This one here, after I glued everything together and I was looking through the book, I thought, I should have put this picture on this side because everything was folding this way. So, again, you can fold it that way if you like. Little flower from the paper collection with a little rhinestone bling in the middle. I think I got these little blings from Michael's. And you pull out with the paw. This is the last pocket. A little tag. And the back page, we fussy cut this from the front page, the signature page, so so that we could put it on the front of this pocket. We used a little glossy accents. I don't know if I can get a shine on it. I probably can't see it very well in the viewfinder, but you can probably see it in the video. So we put glossy accents on the handle, and then on the umbrella, a couple tags. The tags, I cut a circle with my 3/4 inch circle punch. Little recollections. 3/4 inch. Couldn't find the inch one, but I have found that the 3/4 inch has served its purpose quite well. Then my crocodile, I just cut a hole right in the middle. The edges of all my pages in the book, I don't like the white centers, so I what's the word? Smushed. I heard the Scrap Queen use that word, and it has become my favorite word ever since. So we used the distressed ink, the vintage photo, and we just smooshed all the edges. And again, the back page. So there you have it. The next addition into the Etsy shop. One more thing. Yep, the Mod Podge, the glossy Mod Podge, again on the edges. Gives the black cardstock a nice shine, and also it seals the paper and it protects the bottom a lot better. A lot of, this kind of thing going on, sitting on the table or whatever. So we have not tried it on white paper or craft paper yet, but it's fabulous on black. It goes right nice with the spine cover too. So, okay, that's it for now. Have a look-see at, okay, come to the conclusion at a half hour, this camera just shuts right off. And so I was saying, head on over to the etsy.com/shop/Deb's Crafting Room, and see what else we have in the shop. And until my next video, have a crafty day. See you later.